All the thoughts and views expressed in this video are the opinion of Professor Lexx and for entertainment purposes only. Now, if you rock with the channel, hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button yet. And if you're on mobile, swipe left on the comments and hit that hype button for me. Okay, so as Kendrick Lamar stated in Whacked Out Murals, we prayed it was the edibles, but it seems that Snoop Dogg is either consistently on the edibles or has just lost his mind completely, as he was performing on 420, which is National Weed Holiday. If you don't know, Snoop Dogg likes to smoke weed, right? And he's a big proponent of cannabis, and that's fine, right? But during this performance, this happened where he was performing Drop It Like It's Hot. Now, Snoop always performs or has a part of his show where a stripper comes out on a pole and the stripper is dancing on the pole while he's performing Drop It Like It's Hot, right? This is a normal thing. He's been doing this for years. But for some reason, people who are attending the concert decided to put their daughter on stage at this time so she could dance while Snoop was performing Drop It Like It's Hot, the explicit version, and the stripper was dancing on the pole all at the same time on the same stage. Now, why a child is at a 420 Snoop Dogg concert is already problematic, but we're gonna get into this. Now, Snoop had a response to this incident because, of course, people saw this online. It caused a lot of backlash, and they were thinking Snoop brought the girl as part of the show or something or other. Some people said it was his niece. All that was false, but it doesn't really matter. Somebody should have stopped the show, paused the show, get the little girl off stage, get her out of the building, in my opinion, and her parents as well, and then continue the show, because there should only be grown-ups at a show like this. But here's where the story stands now, as Snoop Dogg has a response. So reading right quick, Snoop Dogg didn't appreciate the narrative being spun around his Red Rocks performance, so he hopped into comments to set the record straight about what actually went down. The legendary rapper took the stage at the 420 On The Rocks event in Morrison, Colorado on April 20th, performing alongside Ice Cube, Too Short, Czarface, Inspector Deck, and 7L and Esoteric. During his set, Snoop performed Drop It Like It's Hot with an exotic dancer on a pole, and a young girl from the audience joined him on stage to show off her B-girl moves. Wow. Snoop hyped her up the entire time, shouting, "Get it, girl," and "Go, go," as she danced. Now, it became a topic of conversation online, with people taking sides about whether it was appropriate or just a fun moment between an artist and his audience. Snoop wasn't having the under fire headline, so he responded directly in the comments with the question mark of under fire. Her father led her on stage. She was dancing all night. I let a fan have fun. Her parents were there. Sorry, try again. Carry on, he wrote, making it clear that the parents approved and were present the entire time. His response cut through all the speculation and put the focus back on what actually happened versus what people were assuming. There is so much. First of all, there's something wrong with people in general, and they're under a certain energy, and I'm gonna get into that a little bit later in the video. But first things first, just to talk about Snoop for a second. And I knew this would be his response when I saw this story a couple of days ago, is that it's not his fault, it's the fault of the parents, right? But it's your show. You're on stage, you're performing. Tell the parents to take the little girl at least off of my stage while I'm performing. Now, if a fan jumped up there, a grown-up, and did that, I bet you he wouldn't let them stay on the stage and have them thrown off the stage, right? But somehow this little kid, it's okay. This kid shouldn't even be in the building at this show. Her parents being idiots, in my opinion, is not an excuse, right? Y'all should have called Child Protective Services on these people for bringing this little girl to this show with Snoop and Cube and everybody. They performing their hits regular for an adult audience on a holiday that celebrates drug use. You know, and if you in favor, if you smoke and all that, that's fine. That's for grown folks though, not for this little bitty kid. And in the culture, and then just in the world in general right now, there's this energy of irresponsibility amongst grown folks at this point. And there's a lot of questioning of culture and what it is, right? Well, this display is a part of culture, and people would think that it's not, but it is. It's a representative of that. And this is not new behavior. A lot of people feel like this is new behavior or the world's going crazy. No, this has been the world. There's cameras everywhere and you're exposed to it now, right? And when I did the breakdown of Meet the Grams, I talked about the dentist part of the song and how Kendrick was relating the names to the origin of the names, right? And the name Dennis comes from the god Dionysus. And Dionysus is the god of wine and ecstasy and revelry and parties and things like that, right? And when we look at paintings of Dionysus, follow me here, right? This is an effigy of Dionysus from, I believe this is like 260, 270, right? It's called The Triumph of Dionysus and the Seasons, and it's a sarcophagus, excuse me, not an effigy. But if we look at that ancient culture, right? Greek culture, which is where the culture of the United States really, really comes from, right? When you look at these sculptures and paintings, you always see, because it's a party scene basically, right? They drinking and revelry and having a ball, and you always see the little kids or the little people all around, right? If you look at the bottom and the top of this screen, you see it, right? And now we go to a second version of this that's from the 17th century, right? This is the Roman version, Bacchus, even though that was a Roman sculpture as well. But they're saying this is, but this is 17th century, ain't no more Rome. So this is just European in general, right? And again, if you look at the bottom of the screen next to the lady on the left, there's little kids sprinkled throughout all of this grown behavior. The more things change, the more they stay the same, especially when we ignore and try to act like things are not a big deal. And that's what Snoop did in this situation. Oh, it's not a big deal. Her parents were there. Well, maybe her parents are insane. And we should try to save this child away from these insane people, right? See, when I did the Meet the Grams breakdown and Kendrick was going in on the party lifestyle that Drake and his old man represents, right? And he's tying that to the name of Dennis, which means Dionysus, right? This type of revelation of knowledge and understanding is going to be the key part in watching the party die, because everybody's going to have a decision to make on what side you stand on, right? There's the productive side, there's the unproductive side. It's really that simple. And if you question productivity, if you question positivity, if you question what is in essence right, then you might be in trouble in this time, because everything is being made plain and made obvious for you to make a personal decision on what side you stand on, right? And Snoop obviously has been on the wrong side, trying to be slick about it, right? Because when Drake dropped Taylor Made Freestyle and Snoop tried to pretend like he didn't know, even though seemed like he knew to me at the time. I wish that video was still up, but they took all those videos down related to Taylor Made Freestyle. I said it back then. I was like, there's no way Drake did this without somebody telling him it was okay. And I still believe that to be true. And I believe that somebody was Snoop. Because Snoop will, as we can see, as we have seen in recent history, Snoop will do almost anything for some money and try to excuse it away or make an excuse. So that's why Kendrick said, I pray it was the edibles. I think he knows better, because having that little girl up there, Snoop, with a stripper up there, that's Mr. Steen behavior. Okay, it just is. You don't program no kid to think that's okay. Somebody's got to be an adult if her parents aren't. Okay, a lot of those young ladies end up in the clutches of a Ghislaine, Maxwell, and that due to their parents. We can't just excuse it away just because their parents are idiots. Idiots have children too. So obviously, like, Snoop is tripping. And as we go through this period in hip hop culture and just culture around the world, there's going to be some tough decisions. Okay, the R. Kellys and the Diddy's, that was just the beginning of it. People who we greatly admired and enjoyed what they brought, You're gonna have to cut them completely off. And just from a hip hop perspective, look, we're not responsible for what we don't know, right? But once you know who and what a person is and what they represent, you're totally responsible for whether you continue to support them or not. That's where we at. And unfortunately, some of our quote unquote legends, Africa Bambaataa just passed away, last week I think it was. And if you don't know the story of Africa Bambaataa, just look it up, but he was an abuser of children. Okay? Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Wop, wop, wop. Africa Bambaataa was the first, I guess, in hip hop anyway. And people were still trying to give excuses and caveats and all that. Be careful. Be careful with attaching yourself to that energy. All right? You're not responsible for what you don't know, but when you do know, as soon as you know, understand you're responsible for every move after that, going forward. Snoop, it's a wrap in my eyes. It's a wrap, bruh. Shout out, doggy style. It was great while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted, but it's over. At least in my eyes. I can't support it. It's like you're doing too much. It's tripping. So that's all I got for this one, man. Let me know what you think in the comments below, man. Hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Share this video. Tell a friend and tell a friend. If you are on mobile, swipe left on the comments. Hit that hype button for me. Help boost the channel in the algorithm and get it suggested to more people. As always, thank y'all for watching, and we out.